Hey cuties! So today I am going to be doing a meal prep video, a little bit of a different video for my channel, but I have been asked so many times like how I meal prep, what I do and everything like that. So this is gonna be an in-depth video, 3 different kind of chicken dishes that I do to meal prep. You can do anything different, any spices, toppings, sides, vegetables, or anything different, cooking times, whatever. I'm just showing you guys what I do, and these are 3 different ways, 3 different delicious chicken ideas. And the main reason why I'm doing this is because I have a little bit of an announcement that I said I was gonna have, and that is, drum roll please, it's not huge or anything like that, a lot of people might not care, but I am restarting my cooking channel and I'm gonna be putting more videos on there. I literally haven't posted on there in years and I'm finally back into it. I'm like so inspired to post cooking videos. I thought for so long, like literally all of last year, what to do with that channel, and I finally came to the conclusion of doing cooking videos again because I really like it. I do like cooking like little clips in the vlog anyway. I do like them on Snapchat. People always send me like what recipe is that, so I thought it would just be good for everyone for me to do that. The link is gonna be down below if you guys care about it in any way. So for any like further recipes or anything like that, it'll all be over on there. So no more like in the vlog or anything like that, it'll just be over there. Even though like they might not be the greatest things, that is what I'm happy about right now. If you guys do not care about any other cooking things, you just wanna see meal prep and how I meal prep for chicken and veggies for a couple weeks and a couple different items, then here you go. So the first one for the week is gonna be a take on chicken parm without the frying. Let's set our oven to 450 degrees. We're gonna need chicken, some pasta sauce, some basil, oregano, any kind of fresh herb, some mozzarella cheese, real one preferably, and some broccoli. I start off by cutting off the ugly parts of the chicken. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I literally don't want to see blood splatters on my chicken personally. And then I just pan, and the spices I use are paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, and I just simply sprinkle them on individually. Oh, and salt and pepper, very important. So sprinkle them on, and if I do clump some up when I am putting these on, I just take a fork and kind of even it all out. And now I'm going to place these in the oven for about 10 minutes, wash my hands, come back to the leaves, and what I do is I take a bunch, squish them up, turn them around. I feel like that makes the cuts a lot easier. Then I go ahead and cut them roughly with a knife. Then I gather them up and chop them ever so. They don't have to be precise, but it adds a nice fresh element. Now I'm going to grab the mozza cheese, and I like to stretch it out as much as possible, just so it's not like one big clump and the chicken can still sufficiently cook in the inside. So now I take these out, take the marinara, pasta sauce, pizza sauce, whatever, put those on there, and then I put the cheese directly over top of these. These already look so good. You could definitely leave it as this after they're done cooking, of course, and then I sprinkle the lovely herbs right on there, plop them back on the oven for another 10 minutes, and as I'm doing that, and I've washed my hands, I'm going to cut up a bunch of broccoli. For these sides, for this meal prep, I put a little bit of water on the bottom, some salt and pepper. That's all I do for my broccoli. I feel like it tastes the best. Then I have a microwave safe dish, and I put some saran wrap on there, making sure it's nice and tight, and then I poke some holes throughout it so it can escape, very close to steaming. Put it in the microwave for about 4 minutes. Check it. If it's still hard, do another 2 to 3 minutes. Here is what the chicken is looking like. It looks absolutely beautiful. I love it so much, and that's why I love using tin foil underneath, because you don't have to scrape anything, you just throw away the tin foil after. Here are my meal prep containers. I got these at Walmart, I believe. Yes, so they're perfect. They're perfect sizes. They're wonderful to keep your food separated. So I go ahead and put a chicken breast into each of these. Now you can make meal preps for like 100 people. You can make them for 2 days a week. You know, it doesn't really matter how much you make, it's just how much you're gonna eat. So I also take some of the fresh herbs and sprinkle them on top. Broccoli is ready, so I spoon those in both containers on this specific one, because for this specific one I was really just craving broccoli and chicken, and I was trying to cut a few pounds during this time, so I was like, you know what, just broccoli and chicken, and I was putting these away. I noticed some baby carrots that were just sitting there close to going bad, so I was like, hey, why not throw those in there as well. Next we're gonna do a sesame teriyaki chicken. This is one of my favorite meal preps. So we're gonna grab some chicken breast. I again cut off all like the fat. Sometimes there's even little pieces of bone in there. So I put those into a container, and then I take sesame seeds, of course after washing my hands, some pepper, and then some teriyaki marinade. You can find this at pretty much any grocery store. I preheat my oven to 450 degrees, and as I'm doing that, I put some pepper on the chicken, and then I put a bunch of this teriyaki, enough to kind of cover it, semi-cover it, the chicken in there so it can marinate, and then I load it with sunflower seeds, not sunflower seeds, sesame seeds. So I just go ahead and do that and let it marinate for at least an hour. I think I did about 3 hours with this, and then I put it on a Parm soaked tinfoil as well. Next, I'm gonna go to my pot of water with some salt and water. Follow the directions on your rice. You could do pressure cooked rice, you could do Minute Maid rice, you could do your own rice, you could do so many different rice. I just use the Minute Maid kind because it's so quick and easy. You literally just boil water, put some salt in it, stir in, take it off the stove, turn off. So now I'm going to use some frozen peas and carrots, and I'm going to cook these directly how the directions say. These are so cheap and affordable. So if you're looking for something healthy and affordable, you don't have to look too far. And I've heard, I don't know if this is true, but using frozen vegetables is actually better than the vegetables in the produce section because they hold in and lock in the nutrients because they froze. I don't know if that's true. Let me know what you guys think down below. And then some peas and carrots. Drain those, and I'm also going to add some butter and salt and pepper. No, I did not use pepper. Did I use pepper? No, I did not use pepper. Yes, I did. Give it a little stir there, and then I'm going to separate it in each of these containers here. It looks delicious already. Super quick meals, honestly. And here is the sesame teriyaki chicken. It looks beautiful. I'm gonna take some of the leftover teriyaki sauce on the bottom there. I'm gonna put the chickens down in there just so it gives it a little bit more sauce, especially when you cook it. It'll moisten it up a lot. And then I put a little bit more sesame seeds on top, and there you have it. That is my lunch for the next 4 days. Super quick and easy, doesn't take long to process, and you have meals for days. And if you buy a big pack of chicken, you can meal prep these, and with the other few chickens, you can make a beautiful supper that night as well. So I encourage you guys to meal prep. I'm gonna call this Fiesta Chicken. So first off, what I'm going to do is open a can of black beans, and I'm going to drain out that gross like slimy liquid. And what I do that is I just dump as much as I can while holding the can opener on top, and then I use cold water, run it through there, shake it, run it through there, and then I pour the rest into a strainer and then rinse it all with cold water until it runs clear. And this is what we were left with. So now we go ahead and spoon each of these into different containers. Again, if you don't like black beans, use chickpea beans. If you don't like chickpea, you know, there's so many different possibilities. You can use tomatoes if you want to. So now I'm going to use whole kernel corn, and these are again frozen, super cheap. I'm just going to use the directions on the back there. Boil the water, add the corn, stir it, turn it off when it starts boiling, let it simmer, and add some salt. That's what I love on my corn, just like salt. I like the simplicity. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but just disperse them evenly as well. Preheat your oven to 450, and now we're gonna prepare the chicken, which is my favorite chicken out of everything here. So I got these things at Dollarama here, and with peppers, I chose yellow, green, and red peppers. So I go ahead and prepare my peppers, onions, and I quarter them, if you guys can see that. I feel like if I just like slice the onions on their own, they get very dry, sometimes burned. So I literally just take like chunks of the onions like this because it will cook evenly. So I take taco seasoning, olive oil, and then of course some salt and pepper. So I drizzle some oil on over top, and then what I do is I put salt and pepper on top. Always season, you guys. So now I'm gonna take the taco seasoning and I'm gonna liberally put that on there, and that's it for the peppers. So I'm gonna let these cook for about 20 minutes, and when they come out, this is how they're gonna look. So beautiful. So I'm gonna let these cool down for a bit, and as I do that, I'm gonna prepare the chicken. So I'm gonna salt them, pepper them, and put more taco seasoning on top. And bake these for 13 minutes. Once the peppers are cooled, I'm going to cut them however you want. You can cut them into strips like this. You could dice them, cube them, halve them, whatever you guys want for your chicken. And the chicken has baked for 13 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and assemble. I'm gonna put a bunch of cheese down first, and then I'm gonna put the onion and pepper mixture on top liberally and colorfully. I'm gonna put a tiny bit more of cheese on top of that, and then bake them for another 6 to 7 minutes. So there we have it. That was my favorite meal prep that I had out of them all. My favorite second one was the teriyaki one. But you guys let me know which one you like. This video. I hope you guys got some inspiration, maybe to eat a little bit more healthy, maybe to meal prep anything so that you have it for the future, so that you don't have to make a meal, sit down and make a meal every single time. You can just grab it out of the fridge, nuke it, and you're good to go. Saves time. It actually saves me money because I buy everything at once and I use all the ingredients. It's not like, oh, I'll buy this and this and this and then I'll make it and then all the rest go bad. It really just helps me use everything. So I hope you guys appreciated this, and I will catch you guys all in my next video. I love you guys so much. Bye.